Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I have another fragrance review for you guys today, and today it's a very special fragrance. It is Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. And let me tell you guys, this fragrance is literally the best. It is literally the best thing, one of the best things I've ever smelled. And it's currently my signature scent. Let me just spray it. So in terms of the review, the performance, 9 out of 10. So it has no issues with performance. You can almost smell it on you the next day on your clothes. So it'll definitely get you through the day. Scent, 10 out of 10. Easily 10 out of 10. Because when you spray it, you get an opening blast of mandarin orange, followed by mint and sage. And those three contrast each other so well. So well, it's not necessarily a fresh fragrance, but it's a fresh masculine fragrance. It's so masculine. Like this fragrance, when you wear it, you almost feel invincible. Like it's such a good fragrance. Like in terms of who I think would wear this or the vibe it sort of gives off, it's kind of like Thomas Shelby from Peaky Blinders. Or Harvey Specter from Suits. Like the sort of fresh, masculine, really masculine kind of people. Because it's not really a bitter masculine. It's not like Bentley Intense, which I find is too masculine. And it's also not like Spice Bomb, which can be a bit on the sweeter side and a bit harsher. But this fragrance, guys, it's really amazing. It's currently my favorite signature scent. And before this fragrance, I was essentially wearing La Male, Jean Paul Gaultier La Male. And to me, essentially because of the mint, both of these fragrances to me are kind of similar. If I was comparing them to cars, this would be like the Ferrari F40. And this would be like the Ferrari Enzo. Because no one cares about the Ferrari F50. But this was a layered fragrance which is masculine and feminine at the same time. But this just takes out all of that femininity and just remains with the masculinity. So it's just heavy masculine notes. So that's why I shifted from having La Male as my signature scent to having Chanel as my signature scent. It is really good, and this is a flanker of Bleu de Chanel. Bleu de Chanel is a bit fresher and sweeter. Chanel does make good fragrances, the only problem being the price point. So for this fragrance, it is $200 for 100 ml. And that is pricey. That is definitely pricey. It's essentially double the price of Lamal, though Lamal is discounted when it's from Chemistry House. But I think the MSRP for Lamal is still like $150. It's not $200. So the question is it really twice as good? I wouldn't necessarily say so. It's better for sure, but not twice as good. So the main stickler with this fragrance is its price point. But if you can get past the price point, then definitely I would say that it's worth it. And for some people, the price is a good thing, because if you're trying to distinguish yourself, like this is maybe a fragrance people would start wearing in university or when they start working. It's unlikely people would wear this in high school unless they're really well off, depending on which country you're in. So the price point isn't necessarily a negative thing. Is it worth the price? Yes, but just barely. Like, it doesn't get points for being cheap, essentially. But overall, as I've said before on this channel, if I would pick just 2 fragrances to wear for the rest of my life, one would be Bleu de Chanel to wear during summer and spring, and I would pick Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme to wear during autumn and winter. This is especially good for autumn, but it can also be worn in winter. It's not as good in summer. For summer, I would recommend the Bleu de Chanel. So the sillage is also 9 out of 10. It does have better projection than Lamal. It's almost beast mode. The only fragrances that I have encountered with better projection than this that I would wear would be Invictus and Angelman. Those are the only 2 fragrances that I would say would have beast mode. But I can still wear this to the club, because I think in the club that's an environment where it's okay to be loud, it's okay to want to draw attention to yourself. You want something that's going to last you the whole night. So this does last long, and it does project well. It's just, if for my clubbing fragrances would mainly be Invictus, Angelman, and is it Ultraman? Ultra Male. There's Jean Paul Gaultier Ultra Male, but they discontinued that one. So yes, definitely give this fragrance a try. I think it's better than all the other heavy hitters out there. I don't think it's necessarily better from a woman's perspective than Invictus, but from a man's perspective, if you want a fragrance that she will enjoy and you will enjoy, then definitely get this bottle. I do think it's better than Dior Sauvage, and everyone is wearing Dior Sauvage, so you don't get any points for wearing Dior Sauvage. I personally think it's better than Creed Aventus. People might disagree, but I think it's better than Creed Aventus. So yes, easily one of the best fragrances ever made. If you buy it, you will not want to stop wearing it. Versatile in terms of the occasions. You can wear it you can wear it to work, you can wear it to parties, you can wear it to the club, any situation as long as it's autumn or winter. Yes. So my final thoughts on the fragrance are, if you can afford it, buy it, but remember what I said in earlier videos, that at the end of the day, in my opinion, the whole point of buying fragrances is to impress the opposite gender and to improve your dating life, like to get more women basically. So I think with what I said, if you're not getting results wearing the cheaper fragrances, like if you're not getting any dates or meetups with the cheaper fragrances, then buying a more expensive fragrance is not going to help. You have to work on yourself, you have to work on your skills, and you have to work on your game. Because you don't want to end up being those guys who are constantly buying like bottles of fragrances for $200, $400, but you're not getting any results. that shows you're trying to get like a quick fix to your problem instead of solving it at the core. So probably there are a lot of people who might not end up buying this, but if you're a fragrance freak, I cannot recommend this fragrance enough. Number one, signature scent, 100%. This is masculinity in a bottle. This is what masculinity should smell like. Cannot recommend it enough. Try a sample, or try smelling it in the shop if they'll allow you to smell it. And if someone ever offers you a gift, tell them you want this. But also remember my other fashion rule, which is that you should never buy a bottle or a fragrance that's more expensive than your watch. So technically this bottle is more expensive than my Timex watch. However, I have 3 watches. So I'm technically following the rule. Like, your watch collection should be bigger than your fragrance collection, in the sense that, not bigger, but more expensive, in the sense that you want to invest in things that you'll benefit from long term. Because again, you don't want to be wearing like a $200 fragrance with like a $20 watch or no watch at all, right? You'd rather wear like a $200 watch with a $50 fragrance than a $50 watch with a $200 fragrance. So that's my take when it comes to watches and fragrances. So yes, buy it if you can. At least every man should own this bottle at least once in their life. Like, just once. Just buy this bottle once in your life. You won't regret it. Of all the fragrances out there I'd recommend buying, it would be this one and Bleu de Chanel. Those two. Buy those 2 at least once, and maybe the La Mole if you're considering a third option. And I would say you'd have experienced the best of the fragrance world. Because if you know people who are into fragrances, most of them have like 10 to 20 bottles. It's not uncommon for them to have a variety, because it's literally a wardrobe, a fragrance wardrobe. But you don't need to be that excessive. So yeah, that's the review. 28 out of 30, one of my highest rated fragrances. Can't go wrong with it.